Hi guys, welcome back to Haywire Homestead. Today we are doing something really exciting. We are gonna have a little bit of education on how to do our own fecal samples for our goats. If you see the previous video where we lost our poor piglet and part of it was barber pole worms, I'm going to start doing my own fecal samples. It's a lot cheaper than going to the vet's office, but today I'm going to my vet's office. I'm taking the sample from our little doeling, Annie, because her eye color is a little bit on her FAMACHA score is a little bit light. So we're going to see what she's got going on, and the vet has agreed to show me what to do so that way I can learn how to do my own fecals.
I like goats. They're easy because everything is nice and contained.
Right.
So I usually squish it just a little bit to help kind of break those little balls apart.
Okay.
And honestly, with ones like this, it's so well contained. You can kind of just get them into here.
Okay.
You don't typically need a whole lot. This is like a really good amount of sample.
Right.
And then essentially you want to kind of just chop them and mush them a bit so it breaks everything loose.
Okay.
And then you put your fecal salt in. You don't want to squeeze it in really fast because then you get air bubbles, and bubbles make it really hard to read on the microscope.
Okay.
So you want to eliminate bubbles as much as you can. Most of the way filled. Now that they're wet, they can squish up a lot more. That's why it's really good to have a fresh sample too, because when it's older and dry.
That was about an hour old. I picked it right before I left the house.
Yep,
so.
this is perfect. When you've got older dry samples, they don't want to come apart really easily like this, so it makes it a lot more difficult to get it out to where you'll actually see anything.
And then we gotta let it sit.
Yeah, so what you do after you get it nice and mushed up in there and all dispersed, you'll add enough fecal salt to where you get this nice little rounded meniscus on the top.
Oh, okay.
And sometimes what I'll do, if there's like a lot of debris, I'll try and get a bit of the debris off before it starts to set. That way I'm not getting just debris stuck to the microscope and nothing else.
Okay.
You want to try and get a good amount of liquid on top. So you get a nice little bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And then make sure you've only got one slip because they do like to stick to each other. Oh, come on. There. And just sit that guy on there. Make sure it's nice and covering the whole thing. You don't have any bare spots. The whole thing's getting liquid on it.
Okay.
And you want to typically let it sit for a bare minimum of 10 minutes, but with goats especially, I shoot for about 30 minutes.
Okay.
Because that's different types of coccidium stuff. After 30 minutes, you'll have those all floating to the top too. So that's when you're going to get a more accurate
Gotcha. And then we just wait.
Yep, then you wait. And
Okay.
then the next part, basically, we just put it on that slide and take a look, but I'll show you that part when it's... Kind of give it a good push and then put it on your microscope.
And then we're gonna go check it out and see what we got. My guess will be barber pole, just like Piglet.
That's what I'm guessing, but... Yep, there's one right there. So if you look straight in the center there,
Okay. So, at the vet's office, whenever we got the fecal sample done, we did see a mild to slightly moderate barber pole issue for Annie. But I did get to recognize we only found one little coccidia cell in there. Other than that, we really didn't see anything else. So just a very mild to slightly moderate case, but we are going to go ahead and treat her just because her eye color is, on the FAMACHA score, she's probably right around a 4, which is indicative of needing treatment. So we are going to go ahead and treat her. Now my slide that I ordered is a little bit different than the way they do it at the vet. So my preparation of my actual fecal samples will be slightly different, but that's coming with instructions that should be here today. So I will do one at home and show you guys here in the next few days of one of our other goats who is, FAMACHA score, she's probably around a 3. The scale is from 1 to 5, 1 being perfect, awesome. 3 is questionable on treating, and then your 4 and 5 definitely require treatment. So since she is right around a 3 and we've had a little bit of an issue with the barbel pole, I'm going to check her just to make sure that she's all right. But thanks for watching. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.